Here we go. All right, for real this time. Okay, hello people of the universe.
Hi.
I'm here with my wonderful roommate Deirdre, and today we are going to do the roommate tag. Oh, that was cute. We are using our matching Lion King mugs from the Lion King. So I'm just probably gonna be drinking out of it the whole time. Drinking out of it. Can I speak English?
No, apparently not.
Alright, so let's get started. Alright, question number 1. Did you guys know each other before you became roommates?
Yes, we did. We lived across the hall from each other last year, and we got to know each other in the first 2 days of school, and then we became friends over the first few weeks. And by like the 3rd month, we knew we were gonna be roommates the next year.
You were my across the hall neighbor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we kind of lived together, but not like in the same
We
room.
just decided that we lived together.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What did you guys initially think of each other the first time you met?
Alright, I'll go first. Okay, so first time I met Deirdre, I was like, oh, thank God, a normal person. Normal in my standards. Everyone I had met so far was, like, they were really nice, but I hadn't, like, meshed with them or anything. Like, no one shared, like, all of my loves for, like, Disney and, like, Harry Potter and, like, all of my nerd loves until I met Deirdre, and I was like, oh, thank God, I'm not the only crazy person who goes here. I was like, thank Jesus. We spent that glorious evening together watching Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
That was like our first
That was like
bonding.
our bonding moment, yeah.
Yeah. Besides the time that, like, before that, we had like a 5-hour conversation about like everything.
Everything under the sun.
It was so great, and I was like, a gift has been given to me from above, and it was Deirdre.
The first time I met Alexa, I had actually heard about her before I met her. A bunch of us from the floor went out to dinner, and everyone was like, oh, have you met Alexa? She has perfect skin. So all I knew her as was this girl with perfect skin. And we get back to the building, and I needed help setting up my computer, and Alexa was the only person that knew how to do it. So my initial reaction of her was, wow, she has perfect skin and she's really smart. So she was also super nice, and she was like the first person I met on the floor that really made me feel like I could stay here.
Oh my God.
So
I didn't know that, actually. How long did it take until you guys became friends? I would say instantaneous.
like seconds.
Yeah.
Probably.
It didn't take long at all.
It didn't take long.
It sounds stupid.
No, but like we met, and it was just kind of like you get that vibe off of someone that like you know you're gonna gel with them really well. So what do you guys usually argue about?
Do we argue?
No, the organization of the room, or like leaving lights on.
Oh yeah.
Or like
I would say
or like
yeah.
who will like get up and turn the light off at the end of the night?
Oh yeah,
we'll both
that's
be
our
in
biggest
bed.
argument. I would say.
Like just like laying in bed and like, oh, are you gonna go? No. Okay.
It's like, oh, I guess.
And like, who's gonna go buy milk
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
and toilet paper?
But we don't necessarily, and that's not you and me. That's
no,
the whole suite.
That's the whole suite.
The
too.
whole suite is like who in
Who's
God's
gonna go buy
name is gonna go
toilet
buy
paper?
toilet paper.
Yeah.
And you're like, not me. I bought it last time.
I bought it last time.
Meanwhile, you didn't. You lie. What is one thing that really bothers you that your roommate does? Deirdre really doesn't bother me ever. I don't really think you bother me. I think the only thing that bothers me is about us, like, because we don't do the dishes.
Yeah.
It's not you don't do the dishes, it's not I don't do the dishes. We collectively
don't
decide
do the
not to
dishes.
do the dishes.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing about Alexa really bothers me. The only thing I can think of, and it's not even that it bothers me, like, if I'm having a quiet day and I come into the room, she's like, Deirdre! And I'm like not ready for this burst of energy.
What's a quiet day? I don't have those.
I know you don't.
That's why, I guess it's just because I don't understand what a quiet day is, so when Deirdre comes in, I'm just so excited to see her, because she's so busy now, so I don't see her, and like, I get excited when she comes in. I'm like, oh my God! Love me!
Yeah. Do you guys both have the same passion for makeup?
That is such a weird question.
It
Because
is a weird
why
question.
would you assume that either of us are
Yeah.
passionate about that, even though it's true, which really freaks me out.
Like, why? That's such a
It
random
knows our
question to
lives.
ask.
Well, I would say that Deirdre has the passion for makeup, seeing as she wants to be a makeup artist. So I would say that that's true. I don't necessarily share the passion for makeup, but I enjoy it.
Yeah,
I quite
we like to go
enjoy.
shopping for makeup together.
Yeah, but I'm not
So-
like, oh my god, my list includes so-and-so's new palette, that and the other thing.
Meanwhile, my list is like 10
I
years long.
always ask Deirdre though for like advice and like what she has going on, or like, do I need this shade of foundation or that shade of foundation? Because I don't know. What does she think of your YouTube? Deirdre, what do you think of my YouTube?
I love Alexa's YouTube. It's so cute. Like, I love that she does like her acting stuff and like her theater stuff, like vlogs that you've done, because I don't see too much of that on YouTube, and I've been on YouTube for a while, not like on my channel, but like watching YouTube for a while, and that's not something that you come across very often, so it's really refreshing to have someone like talk about their like audition process or like their day and do like those follow me around videos. I think they're really cute.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, I freaking love Deirdre's YouTube. She started YouTube way before I did. You're like my idol. I look up to you.
Thank you.
You're my YouTube idol.
Oh my
I decided.
God. Thank you. Who spends the most time getting ready in the morning?
I would say Deirdre.
Yeah. It probably takes me 40 minutes to an hour to get ready if I'm doing makeup and hair.
Yeah, I mean, I have like an excuse. Like if I had to like look nice every day, like if I was Deirdre's major, BFA, production and design with a concentration in costumes, like automatically that title is super fancy. And like if you have like Sam, like you know Sam, like
Yeah.
she looks poppin' all the time.
Yeah.
So like if I had to compete with Sam, like for how to look every day, and you know I'd be taking an hour to 40 minutes. 40 minutes to an hour.
40 minutes to an
to
hour.
get ready. An hour to 40 minutes. I have ballet every single morning. So I know I'm gonna sweat off most of my makeup, and my hair is really easily in a bun. The only days that like take me a little bit longer to get ready are when I know I have other classes other than dance, and I know that I might not want to keep my hair up in a bun. And then it just means that the night before I have to do it, not like in the morning, because it's going up in a bun anyway.
Yeah. For my major, if you don't look presentable, most people won't take you very seriously. Because
also good practice.
It's also good practice. But I'm like involved in makeup, I'm involved in costumes, so like if I don't look nice, people are kind of like, do you really know what you're doing?
Yeah, so the answer to that question is Deirdre. What was something that you two didn't notice about each other until you became roommates?
Because I was gonna say your coffee addiction, but I knew about that because you used my coffee maker in the
Like
mornings
all
in
the
my
time.
room
It
last
got
year.
worse though because I had more access to your coffee
Mhm.
machine.
I don't know.
I think I didn't know about, like, I want to say like your sleeping habits.
Okay.
Not in like a bad way. I just didn't know how you slept because we didn't really, like, as much as we spent time together. Like I liked my bed, she liked her bed, so
Yeah,
we would
didn't
sleep
have
in our
like
respective
we didn't have like
rooms.
sleepovers. Like maybe once we did.
Yeah. I didn't know that Deirdre could sleep through like hurricanes though. You could probably sleep through like a tornado, like anything.
Mm.
Like the alarm clock will go off. Like you're better with it now when you wake up.
Yeah.
But earlier in the year,
Like when I
Like,
was
it
really
would go
stressed and
off
really tired.
for like a full 2 minutes, and I'm laying in bed and I'm like, because I'll wake up, someone will walk in the room, they'll barely make a noise, I'll be like, what? Fire. Where? I would like look over and she'd be like out, like passed out, and it's so loud too, like right in her ear. It's like the phone's right next
my
to
phone
her.
is right next to my
And
ear,
she
so I
has
can hear it.
the most obnoxious like alarm. It's the
Yeah,
really,
it's a really, really obnoxious
it's like
one
the
on the
biohazard,
iPhone.
like an explosion happened, and
Yeah.
that's the alarm that goes off, like wah wah wah, and she's like, like, and I'll be like, Deirdre, get up.
Do you guys sometimes get fed up with seeing each other? Oh, Do you guys sometimes get fed up with each other from seeing each other too often?
No.
No.
First of all, because I don't see her too often.
We both have almost the same class schedule where we leave basically at 8, 9 in the morning and don't get back until later.
Late.
And if we do have breaks, they're never at the same time. So the only time we see each other is at like 10 o'clock at night and 6 a.m.
Yeah, like we see each other sometimes when, like, if we're lucky, we'll have class at the same time, so we'll get ready at the same time, and we can kind of like hang out in the morning.
Yeah.
And then if I'm really lucky, Deirdre will have a sorority event and then come back, and then we can go to bed together. Sounds a little creepy. We're both going for BFAs, so it's a really strict class schedule. You wake up really early in the morning, and you pretty much have class all day until you're done. And sometimes
you're
dinner
not
is
done.
at 8, 9 o'clock.
Exactly.
That's why we live together, because
yeah.
there's no other time to see
each
her
other.
ever.
Yeah.
How do you avoid tension while living together? I don't really feel like we have any tension to avoid.
Yeah, and like communication. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like if there's something up that we need to talk about, we're really upfront with each other. Like, hey, this is what's going on in my life. Like, I just want you to know so that it doesn't get super awkward. And we're really good about being upfront with each other and telling each other, like, this is how I feel, and like talking it out before it gets to a point where there's tension.
Yeah, I don't think we ever get to a point where there's like tension.
Yeah.
Like, there's never any, I want to say, like,
We've never had to have a
hostility.
conversation where we like are trying to clear the air. Like, it's
Yeah.
already it's cleared. There's nothing there.
yeah. But we never, like, caused the air to have smoke.
Yeah.
If that makes
Like any
sense.
issues. What's one rule you guys have while living together?
Do we have a one?
Respect each other's space. It's my rule.
I mean, my one rule for me is, like, when you have people over, don't let them sit on my bed, just because that
Yeah.
freaks me out.
My rule is
Yeah.
always ask. Like, if you want to borrow my makeup, if you want to borrow my clothes, like anything, I'll probably say yes if you ask me. But like, always ask first. Don't just like assume that you can take it.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that's with anything and with anyone, too, so remember
Yeah.
that, people of the planet. How do you deal with sharing a bathroom? Well, we share a bathroom, not just us, but with 2 other girls, and it's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really not an issue. We had communal bathrooms last year, so now I'm not sharing with, like, 20, 30 other girls.
Yeah.
I'm sharing with 3 other ones.
Yeah. And we're really good about like keeping it clean, not leaving stuff. It's decorated.
Oh, that was
So
really
it's-
important.
So it's really cute. Like, it doesn't just like look like a dorm bathroom. We like tried to make it somewhat homey for ourselves. And it's fine.
If people, like, just shower without asking the other people if they need to pee, because sometimes, like, I really need to pee and I'm just about to pee, and then Summer will turn the shower on, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, because I've been holding in this pee for like 10 hours, and now I'm getting up to go. So, like, just the consideration of knocking on the door, seeing if anyone's in here and needs to use the bathroom before you shower is just considerate.
Do you make 2 separate dinners at night? We
I don't know
don't.
what this means.
We don't make dinner because this is college.
We have a meal plan.
Sometimes we eat together.
That's always nice.
If we have a good day and we're able to eat dinner together, sometimes we'll like get Chili's or sandwiches and we'll eat in the room together and like maybe watch a movie. Like tonight we're gonna eat dinner together.
I know,
which
that'll
is really
be so
exciting.
nice.
I
mean, for once, Deirdre's around so we can film this. Yeah. A lot of times you go out to
I'll
dinner
go-
with people from class. Like, you'll, like,
Yeah.
end class or rehearsal or something, and you're like, all right, who wants to go eat? And you'll end up eating.
With
But
them.
you know that the other person, like, your roommate, has other plans and other
Yeah.
people to eat with. That's Deirdre's
That's my
laundry.
So pause and I will be right back.
We're back. Okay,
Fix my laundry.
next. Nationalities. Ooh, this is a fun one.
Oh crap. Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, Alexa is Puerto Rican. English.
What's the other big one? There's, like, 2 big ones. That are-
Italian.
Yeah. Then there's the one that I really love. That's, like, only a small part.
Scandinavian?
It's close, but no.
Norse?
I was learning the language.
Hungarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alexa is a plethora of
Yeah.
European countries.
I'm also like French and German.
I was gonna
Irish,
say French, yeah.
And pretty much all of Europe, and then Italian and Puerto Rican are the big parts. That makes up half-ish of me, and then everything else.
And then like all of Europe.
All of Europe. So we have Puerto Rican, Italian, and then Europe, and especially Hungarian because I love that. Okay, now this is gonna be real easy for me because Deirdre is 100% Irish. If you haven't already seen her Irish excursion videos on her YouTube channel, you need to go check them out right now because Deirdre is super cool and she's in this really cool Irish band and she plays Irish music and she's just really talented and went over to Ireland and did a bunch of like competitions and stuff for Irish music because she's so cool. So go check those out because she's really good at everything, especially life.
Do you use your roommate's things without asking? We already talked about this.
No. What are your favorite things that you like to do with each other? Okay, definitely movies because that's like what my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, we're both like big movie people.
And going on adventures. We go on like some really fun adventures together.
Yeah.
So I think that would be fun. I mean, I just like to hang out with Deirdre because we always just have a good time like doing whatever, catching up on shows we haven't been able to watch together or you know, just talking about the lives that we have separately now that I can't ever see her.
It's like going on campus to see shows together.
Yeah.
Like if our schedules allow or we're like both not working the show.
Yeah, if we're not in it or working it.
Like going to see shows together is nice. Because we get to like bond over that and like talk about it.
Yeah, now that we're both in the School of the Arts, like we
like appreciate a lot of it because we see how much work goes into it.
And our classmates are in them.
Yeah.
And our colleagues and people that we work with and that who we really respect a lot are working the shows or in the shows. And so it's really important that we as people from College of the Arts go see it.
And like
if we can go see it together, like it's the best.
Yeah, no, it's a really great time. What happens when one person gets sick?
My God.
Well,
I don't even know. It's a
like,
blur every time I get sick, which is a lot. I'm sick right now,
are
actually.
Like very considerate of each other. Like when I was really sick a couple weeks ago, and Alexa in the mornings would ask me like, "Is there anything I can get for you?" She'd like bring me tea or like bring me soup if I texted her, and I would do the same for her.
And I think that because it's really important because you don't have like a mom to like dote on you. It's hard to take care of yourself sometimes when you're really sick. Like I know I get really sick a lot. I haven't been so bad this year, which is really nice. But Deirdre's really great at just like it's really hard to get up and go get food sometimes. You just need to sleep. So like the other person will get food or just even be considerate like getting stuff for them around the room like while they rest is an important thing also.
Yeah.
Like and when you're done being sick, like sanitizing your area.
Yeah.
Have you thought about having pets or a pet?
Yes.
I know, and it never happened, and I'm really upset about it.
We were supposed to get a fish and name him Fernando.
A really flamboyant gay fish, and we really wanted one so bad.
It just never happened. We wanted to go shopping for this fish together, pick out his living situation together, and like really be parents for this fish. And it just never worked out. What is the funniest thing you've done together?
Do a lot of weird shit together, like a lot.
We do.
I think probably one of the funniest things is there was a snowstorm one day and I have this Frozen mug. It's got Anna on it. And I filled it up with coffee and we put on the first track in Frozen where they do like the Norwegian chant. And we just wanted it to snow. We wanted all classes to be canceled, so we were like chanting the Frozen song with the Frozen mug, and we're like, ah la la hey ya la, ah ya na,
like dancing around the room.
And we were like, doing like tribal dancing just to get the snow. I think that was a pretty weird moment.
I think one of our other funniest moments happened with two of our other friends, Shannon and Kristen. We went into the city for the Halloween parade. And we didn't know, we knew like where we kind of needed to go, but
no, we didn't
really. And we're just kind of like following the crowds, like seeing what's going on, and then we ended up like in this huge crowd of people, and we're just like following the crowd, and we end up in these barricades And our friend Shannon, hi Shannon if you're watching this, turns to a police officer and says, "So where's the parade?" And he was like, "You're in it."
We were like,
and we were like, "What? How did that happen?"
We just wanted to watch, and we ended up
walking in the parade together, which was really funny. Like, that was a really good moment.
Oh, our last one. Okay, false. That's not how it starts. Has being roommates helped or hurt your relationship? Oh, it hasn't hurt it.
It definitely hasn't hurt it.
Like, at all. I think it's helped it because if we weren't roommates, I don't think
we would have seen each other.
I don't think it would have impacted our friendship in any way if we weren't.
I just think it's made it, we're closer.
I don't like just consider Deirdre like, you know, a friend that I made in college or even like a best friend. Like, she's like my roommate. Like, that's like a separate title that I give her. Oh my god, that's all the questions. Yay! That was fun. So thank you for watching. We are gonna go film a video on Deirdre's channel, which is
it's the Disney challenge, and
Woo! We love Disney.
We're gonna listen to Disney songs and try and guess what they are. So there's a prize for whoever wins. So you should go check that out.
Yeah. So description false. Link will be in this description below. Not the description will be in the link below. I've been messing up so much English today. Also, that's not even proper English. Wow, did I get into college. So yeah, go check that out. It's in the description below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Yay, goodbye.
Bye, guys.